a fearless spy willing to risk her life to save the world from destruction. On the other, a simple farmer who steps into a deadly game just to protect the one he loves. In this dangerous world full of mafia kingpins and a deadly bioweapon that could wipe out humanity, will they make it out alive? Let's uncover every secret of this thrilling and suspenseful love story. The story begins in Washington, D.C., where we see a girl named Sadie driving a car looking visibly upset. Just then, she receives a call from Dr. Claudia. Claudia asks, "Why are you so disturbed by this girl's death?" Sadie replies, "She worked in our department. She was just like me, and she died because she did the same kind of work I do." Claudia tries to calm her down and says, "You don't need to overthink it. Just focus on your job. Everything will be fine in a few days." What kind of job Sadie really does? Well, we're about to find out soon. Next, we move to a marketplace where a guy named Cole is seen selling plants at his stall, but today he looks a bit off. He recently went through a breakup and is still feeling low. A woman from the nearby stall, named Aiden, notices this and strikes up a conversation. She tries to cheer him up and says, "You'll meet someone new. Forget the past and focus on your work." She then asks Cole to watch her stall for a while and steps away. Just then, Sadie walks into the market and stops by Aiden's stall, admiring a particular plant. Cole walks over and says, "That's a beautiful plant, but how much time do you spend at home?" Sadie replies, "Sometimes I'm away for months." Hearing that, Cole responds, "I'm sorry, but I can't sell this plant to you. If it doesn't get water every day, it'll wither quickly, and I'd hate to see such a beautiful plant die like that." Sadie insists, "But I want this one." Cole declines again and says, "You should go for something like a plastic plant or a cactus. That would be better for you." Aiden returns just in time to hear their conversation, and she sells the plant to Sadie for $10. Sadie buys it and leaves. Cole, looking frustrated, tells Aiden, "You shouldn't have sold it. She's going to kill it." Aiden laughs and replies, "You're still worried about the plant? A beautiful girl was standing in front of you, and instead of impressing her, you picked a fight. It's not too late. Go after her and ask her out for coffee." Taking her advice, Cole rushes to Sadie's car and asks, "Would you like to get some coffee?" Sadie looks a bit surprised and says, "We just argued, and now you're asking me out for coffee?" Cole apologizes and starts walking away, but Sadie stops him and says, "If it's just coffee, we can go." Cole smiles in relief and hops into the car. We then see them sipping coffee, exploring the city together, visiting different spots, and having long conversations. Sadie tells him, "I'm an international art dealer. I often get calls that take me to different countries to evaluate art." Cole shares, "Farming is my passion, but I'm also writing a book about how to take care of plants and how humans are slowly destroying them every day." The topic shifts to horror movies, and Sadie mentions that she doesn't feel scared at all. According to her, fear is something we allow ourselves to feel. It's entirely in our control. She then opens up about her past, saying that when she was just 6 years old, she and her mother had to flee their country due to serious problems. They spent 8 long days traveling across the sea in a small boat. There were many other people with them, but her mother never gave up. Despite all the hardships they faced, they finally made it to safety. And from that point on, Sadie says, the fear inside her disappeared completely. The two continue to spend the entire day together, enjoying each other's company. Later that night, they head to a bar where Sadie starts singing. She even invites Cole to join her, but he feels too shy to sing in front of everyone. Still, they stay together the whole night, creating beautiful memories. At one point, Cole asks her what kind of life partner she wants. Sadie replies, "I want someone like a cactus, someone who can survive even when there's no water for a long time. I travel a lot, so I need a partner who understands me, someone who won't mind the distance between us." As they talk, they grow closer and eventually share a kiss, spending the night together in a magical, romantic moment. By morning, Cole drops Sadie off at her place, and they both agree it was a wonderful day. But just as she walks inside, she opens the door again and pulls Cole in, and what follows is a night full of passion and deep connection, which they both enjoy to the fullest. Later, Cole returns home, full of joy. He starts sharing everything with his mom and dad, telling them, "I think she might be the one I've been searching for all along." But his sister Maddie cuts in and says, "Watch, she'll leave you too. You're too clingy and possessive. That's why the last one left you." Ignoring her, Cole tells his parents, "She's really special." Days go by. While working on his farm, Cole texts Sadie every day, but after 3 or 4 days without a reply, he starts getting anxious. His dad tries to reassure him, saying she's probably just busy with work. But Maddie teases him again, saying, "Told you she'd disappear too." As Cole continues working, he suddenly starts having trouble breathing, a result of his asthma. Then he remembers he had placed his inhaler in Sadie's purse. Luckily, he had put a tracker on it, just in case it ever got lost. He immediately checks the tracker and discovers that Sadie is in London. Shocked and confused, Cole begins to wonder if he'll ever see her again. But he doesn't give up. He decides he will go to London. His parents support his decision and encourage him to follow his heart. The next day, Cole arrives in London and starts tracking Sadie's location. But while he's making his way there, a group of men suddenly ambush him, knock him out, and throw him into a van. When Cole wakes up, a man refers to him as Taxman. Looking around, he sees that he's being held in a strange lab-like facility with many others. The place is filled with terrifying insects, the kind used to torture people and force them to talk. Seeing this, Cole panics and pleads with them. "You've got the wrong guy, I'm just a regular farmer." But they assume he's faking it. One of the men brings a deadly insect toward him, the kind that can kill with just one bite, and is about to make it bite Cole. But just then, someone smashes through the wall. It's Sadie. Sadie storms in and starts shooting. In just a few seconds, she takes down everyone in the room. Cole is completely shocked to see her killing people like that. After freeing him, she hands him a gun. Just then, more attackers show up and open fire on them. Cole and Sadie quickly hide behind a table. Sadie then steps out and takes them down one by one with deadly precision. Once they're safe, Cole turns to her and asks, "Who are you?" Sadie reveals, "I'm a CIA agent." They exit the place and realize they were actually inside a cave, and the location is somewhere in Pakistan. Suddenly, a group of soldiers shows up and starts firing at them. They have no option but to run for their lives, dodging bullets. As they flee, they spot a bus approaching. Sadie tells Cole to cover her, runs ahead, stops the bus at gunpoint, and forces everyone out. She and Cole get in and drive off while still being chased and fired upon by the soldiers. Sadie drives fast while arguing with Cole inside the moving bus. Cole shouts, "You lied to me. You said you were an art dealer. And I fell in love with you." Sadie shoots back, "So what if something happened between us? That doesn't mean you had to follow me across the world." In the middle of this heated argument, a soldier jumps onto the bus. Cole starts fighting him, and after a tough struggle, manages to throw him out. Meanwhile, more soldiers board the bus from the back and attack Sadie. She fights them fiercely and throws them out too, destroying the enemy vehicles following them one by one. Eventually, after escaping the soldiers, the bus breaks down and won't start again. With no other option, they begin traveling on foot. On the other side of the story, we're introduced to Levac, a dangerous mafia boss. It's revealed that all the people chasing Sadie and Cole were sent by him. One of his men shows him Cole's profile, saying, "We've identified this guy as Taxman, but he doesn't appear in any official intelligence database. Maybe he's working off the record." Levac is furious and says, "How could you let him slip away? Send his photo to all our men. Whoever captures him alive gets a reward of $1 million. Now everyone is hunting for Cole. Back to Cole and Sadie. As they walk, Cole says, "They were about to kill me thinking I was this Taxman guy. Who is he?" Sadie replies, "They think you're Taxman. But the truth is, I'm the real Taxman. You shouldn't have come here. Now they won't stop until they kill you too." Next, they take a cab and go meet a man named Marco. Sadie's plan is to have Marco help send Cole back to the US safely. When Marco meets them, he greets Sadie with a kiss, something that immediately bothers Cole. Turns out, Sadie and Marco had worked together on a mission in the past. As they talk, we learn the real reason Sadie came here. She had intel that a powerful bioweapon named Aztec was stolen by Levac's men. This weapon could wipe out entire nations if it falls into the wrong hands. She wasn't in Pakistan just to save Cole. Her mission was to secure the bioweapon. Hearing this crushes Cole. He realizes Sadie didn't come just for him. But suddenly, a man appears and shoots Marco. At the same time, another guy holds Sadie at gunpoint. The armed man orders them to walk quietly, but a little farther down the road, a man named God, already waiting in a car, shoots the attacker and takes over. He holds them at gunpoint and forces them to drive. God tells them, "You two are in deep trouble now. Levac has placed a $1 million bounty on your head. Everyone's going to be after you." After driving a while, God stops the car and tells them to get into another vehicle. But just then, another car crashes into them, killing God and giving Cole and Sadie the chance to escape. They grab a car and speed away. While driving, Cole recalls, "When those people had captured me, they kept asking me for a passcode. What does that even mean?" Sadie gets angry. "Why didn't you tell me this earlier?" She suddenly realizes Levac's people still don't have the passcode to activate the bioweapon. Without it, they can't sell or use it. And the worst part? They believe Cole has the code. Levac knows this, which is why he's put a $1 million bounty on Cole's head. So Sadie comes up with a new plan. She knocks Cole out with a blow to the head. When Cole regains consciousness, he finds himself tied up. He realizes that Sadie has brought him to Levac's men to strike a deal. Levac's right-hand man, Wagner, is there. Sadie tells him, "Here's Taxman. Now I want my $1 million. They put Cole and Sadie on a plane to transport them to another location. Inside the plane, we see the villains bring out the briefcase containing the bioweapon. They're preparing to get the passcode out of Cole. But when Wagner checks Cole's phone, he finds a photo of Cole and Sadie together and instantly realizes they're working as a team. Just then, Sadie quickly says, "Don't kill Cole, I have the passcode." She pretends to reach into her pocket for it, but instead hands Wagner a chip that delivers an electric shock. In one swift move, she uses it on him, knocking him out, then starts fighting off the others. Cole joins in and takes on the attackers too. During the chaos, one of the men stabs Sadie with a knife. Seeing this, Cole goes into a rage, brutally beating the attacker unconscious to save her. Badly injured, Sadie tells Cole, before they wake up, take the briefcase and jump out of the plane with a parachute. But instead of leaving her behind, Cole grabs a parachute, picks up both the briefcase and Sadie, and jumps out with her. We next see them lying on a beach. After some time, Sadie wakes up and sees Cole sitting beside her. Not only did he save her life, but he also brought the briefcase with him. She thanks him sincerely. That night, they talk for a while under the stars. Cole has treated her wounds with some herbs and whatever he could find nearby. Sadie is touched by his kindness. Seeing this side of him, she realizes she's been unfair to him. They share more heartfelt conversation and then slowly lean in and kiss. Meanwhile, Wagner contacts Levick and tells him Taxman escaped with the briefcase. Levick loses his temper and orders him to find Cole and retrieve the weapon immediately. The next day, Wagner and his men track Cole and Sadie to their location and open fire on them. But just in time, a CIA team arrives by boat and starts taking down Wagner's men. In the middle of the chaos, Wagner manages to steal the briefcase and escape. The CIA agents reach the beach and take Cole and Sadie back to headquarters. At the CIA facility, the full team is waiting. A man named Jackson straps both Cole and Sadie to lie detectors for questioning, but the whole time, they just argue with each other. Eventually, Jackson interrupts and tells Sadie to go meet with the boss. Sadie heads to see Claudia, the agency chief. Claudia tells her, "You failed to retrieve the bioweapon, and because you broke several protocols, you're being suspended for a few days." Meanwhile, Jackson privately warns Cole, "Stay away from Sadie. She lies constantly. She's only using you. You're not the first person she's put in danger. She's killed a lot of people." Back in the control room, the CIA team makes a risky decision. They'll give Levick half of the passcode. Since Levick believes that Cole, aka Taxman, holds the full code, they'll use Cole as bait to capture him. Cole refuses at first, but then they explain, "Your family's in danger too. Levick thinks you're the Taxman. If we don't act fast, they could be targeted next." Cole agrees to help take Levick down, but Sadie warns him that the mission is extremely dangerous and that the CIA might use him and then abandon him. Cole responds that her own CIA colleagues told him the same thing, that she used him too. He adds that she wouldn't understand what it means to risk your life to protect your loved ones. Hearing this, Sadie gets upset and walks away. Meanwhile, we see a man named Danny, the one who originally hired Levac to get the bioweapon. He's furious at Levac and warns him that if he doesn't get the passcode within 48 hours, he'll kill him. He also says this time he's going with him to meet the Taxman. After sending Levac one half of the passcode, the CIA sets up a trap by booking a table for Cole and sending the location to Levac, making it seem like Cole is the Taxman. Cole sits at the designated table while the CIA monitors from a distance, but Levac is clever. Before approaching the table with Danny, he has his men kill all the nearby CIA agents. Meanwhile, we see a glimpse of Sadie, who is worried about Cole. Then, Levac and Danny arrive at the table with the briefcase and start asking Cole for the passcode. Cole pretends to be on their side and says they did him a favor by taking out his team. He claims he sent them the location himself because he never got anything from working with the agency, and that he'll only open the briefcase if they double the payment. In reality, he's stalling for time, hoping Sadie will show up. Danny gets angry and demands the passcode, calling Cole a fool for trying to trick them. Levac pulls a gun on him. Just then, Sadie arrives, and Cole is relieved. He was waiting for her all along. Sadie joins them at the table and reveals that she is the real Taxman. She speaks directly to Danny, gives him her account number, and says the money should be transferred the moment the passcode is entered. She then uses the passcode to open the briefcase, which contains a small box with the bioweapon. As soon as the briefcase opens, the money is transferred into Sadie's account. But Levac says his job isn't over and that they can't leave just yet. Suddenly, a group of gangsters storms in and holds Levac at gunpoint. Sadie had already placed a $1 million bounty on him. Danny's men, in turn, pull their guns on the gangsters and chaos erupts. Civilians start fleeing in panic. In the chaos, Sadie grabs the bioweapon and tries to escape. Bullets fly everywhere as people start dropping one by one. Danny's men try to kill Cole and Sadie, but Sadie bravely fights back, shooting at them with precision. Cole quickly joins in and fights alongside her. Cole also starts fighting back in his own style. and the chaos caused by the gangsters gives them a bit of an advantage. In the middle of it all, when Wagner attacks Sadie, Cole lunges at him, and their fight takes them down to a lower level. The building was actually designed like a giant wheel, allowing it to rotate completely. During their intense fight, a stray bullet hits the machinery, and the entire structure begins to spin. Even as the building rotates, Cole and Wagner continue to fight fiercely. Eventually, after a long struggle, Cole throws Wagner into the machine, killing him instantly. But this damages the system even more, causing the building to spin even faster. Meanwhile, Danny orders Levac to retrieve the bioweapon from Sadie, but Levac turns on him and shoots him instead. He then heads towards Sadie to fight for the weapon. They engage in a brutal hand-to-hand battle. Just when Levac is about to kill Sadie, Cole arrives and pushes him away. However, Levac manages to grab the bioweapon and tries to escape. Right then, Sadie picks up a gun and fires toward the rooftop, causing a section of it to collapse right on top of Levac. She quickly retrieves the bioweapon from his hands, and Cole grabs her just in time to save her as the rooftop crumbles. Together, they not only save the weapon, but also their lives, and they're both overwhelmed with relief. In the final scene, we see Cole and Sadie at home, sharing a meal with the entire family. Everyone is talking and laughing. Cole's sister, Maddie, is especially happy to see them together and starts telling everyone how much they had to go through to be with each other. Seeing the two of them together, even Cole's mom and dad can't stop smiling. And with this warm and happy moment, the story comes to an end.